Well, I'm going to run through all the babies with you guys, let you know how everybody's doing, what's going on. We got a lot turned out, a lot going out. We still got some racing, though, and I'll let you know where they're all at. What's that?
Click your pen.
Don't click my pen? Click my pen if I want it with a clicker. Let's start with A.L. Sund. A.L. Sund's got one race left, and that's this coming Wednesday in Delaware. No, that's not true. She has the Buckeye on Wednesday, and then she has the Buckeye final. So yeah, she got two left. Good for her. And Taros is getting closer now. Back to A.L. Sund real quick. A.L. Sund raced good last start out, finished 5th, but fastest closing I've seen her on any of her miles, even training in maybe in her life. Very happy with what I've seen from A.L. Sund the last little while. Expecting good things from her in Delaware, and then hopefully in Dayton for the Buckeye final. And Taros is training down good. As I said, he didn't train this week, so the reason we didn't train him, he had a curb. We blistered it real good, and we will get that cryoed some point in the next week, I believe. He's jogging. He looks fine on it. Just need to cryo it, and then we can get him back training down. But the lag itself was ultrasounded. Looks great. Arctic Forest racing tomorrow. That'll be his last start of the year. Drew the 7-hole, going for 40,000 American in the New York Cyrus Consolation. I was a little surprised he made it in because he was so far down the list. But we'll see how he does tomorrow. 7-hole in with those horses is going to be tough. Ollie, play. 7-hole in with those horses is going to be tough hill for him to climb. Oliver, a tough hill for him to climb, but I think he can do it. Beach Boutique is racing Monday at Mohawk. She made that unfortunate break at the gate last time. I'll be a little more protective of her leaving the gate, but at Mohawk there's a lot more room for her. Beach Bum BB, I hadn't reported this yet, but Beach Bum BB, Brandon thought the way she tucks her head in, she's flipped her palate once or twice on him, and she has made a noise training down. He thought it would be very beneficial to maybe get that trimmed up when we stop with her, do that operation and bring her back. And he might be right. It's a very minor procedure, not very expensive. Might be worth doing that. He thinks she'll be a good filly next year. If she can breathe good when she comes back. So that's an option. Probably a smart thing to do. Something we'll be looking into in the next couple of weeks. Bottle of Red is still out. She's not coming back to the end of November, first part of December. Brush Cut, again, he's out for a little while. We're going to let that foot grow down quite a bit and let him cool out. He had a rough year. He's a nice coal. Cabernet is training again. I think Harry probably trained her in 210 this week. He told me he was going to. I didn't get an update yet to see how she trained, but I would suspect right around 210, 2.8-ish, and then she'll likely be about 2 weeks from going over to Mohawk and going a decent mile. Canadian Titan, I believe Mario is entering her in to go again. She has another start left. Another grassroots coming up this week, I believe, at the end of the week. She's been very good, lights out, and hasn't missed the top 2 all year, closing in on $40,000 earned. So Canadian Titan, is our top 2-year-old trotting filly in Ontario. Capistrano, tough race the other day, scoped full of mucus. I shouldn't have to tell you that, you probably knew that. Scoped full of mucus after the race. She's got a stake race coming up a week from Monday. I'm not positive, but I believe it's a week from Monday. She should be near 100%. I thought they said it was 10 days after her last race. Anyway, she'll be closing in on 100% when she races again. I don't know how tight Harry can train her up. Nevertheless, this start's not the end of the world because she's automatically in the final, but it's still racing for a lot of money, so we're going to try and have her as close to 100% as we can. Classic Con qualified the other day, a little flat. I had a mixed review from a number of clients. Some of them were upset that we qualified the horse and he didn't look good enough for them, and I thought the horse looked okay. I mean, he's a very immature colt that has a lot more to do. He's got a lot of frame to put on, a lot of muscle to put on, and a lot of maturing to do. So for me, I'm not too concerned with Classic Con. I was happy with what I saw. I would have liked to see him finish up 28 to piece 29, but a mile and 2.2 is a start. Compass Rose DC, she qualified awesome at Northfield on Thursday morning. She's going to be heading to the stake race in Delaware on Wednesday. Don't Believe Me, Just Watch is racing on Monday at Mohawk. Schooled really good this week, and we had him to the vet, and one knee was bothering her a bit, need a little heat in one foot that they had fixed up. So I think Don't Believe Me, Just Watch will be back to 100% for Monday. Emerald Miss, she's out in the field at Winterwood. Probably bring her back in sometime I would say mid-November. She was out for quite a while before everybody else. Mid-November should be plenty for her. Enduring Strengths racing tonight at Hanover Raceway. He's got the rail, 7-horse field, probably picked to win, I would assume. And if he behaves himself and minds his manners, he'll be heading easily to the grassroots semifinals. And I think, as of right now today, he's one of the contenders in this series. This colt's come a long way in a short time. I was super impressed with him last time. See how he races tonight. Excellent Nation, he's beginning to train very, very soon, I would suspect. 6 weeks of training will have some speed into him. Harry's very happy with what he's seen from him since we brought him back. Fox Valley Shazam, we have an active offer to sell Fox Valley Shazam. One of our clients is looking to breed her. She's got some real good breeding, and an opportunity has come up to sell her. It might end up going through as the filly's got some bop to her. She's a nice filly, but she's a really well-bred filly. So a lot going on with Shazam. She was done for the year anyway, so we'll see what transpires, whether we sell that filly or not over the next couple of days. Forged in Fire is back in now. He's got to start. He's starting to jog. Very interested and curious to see that throat operation we had to do on. That was a serious procedure. I'm interested to see how he's going to come as we start to train him down. I have no idea. I've never had that done with a horse before, so I'm interested to see how Forged in Fire is going to look. Frontier Cruise, there's no doubt in how he looks. Last 6 starts, 4 wins, 56 again last night at Grand River, and looked good doing it. This colt's got it all going on right now, and I think he's sharper every start we race him. So I think we may actually prolong him right into the autumn series. I would have originally said no, but I think I'm going to change my mind and go with yes. Here are you still got 15 miles, I think. And I'm going to go with yes. This horse just looks super fresh, and he's having a lot of fun on the track. That's what we've been waiting for. The only people that don't enjoy racing Frontier Cruise are the grooms. It's a little rough on them, but we're going to have to deal with it right now. Giddy Up Max raced poorly last night, but Harry believes maybe Alfie didn't know the colt good. He put a couple of steps in and kind of just snugged him up and took him back. Not really the best trip or the best way to approach racing Giddy Up Max, but I'll drive Giddy Up Max the next time we race him. Globe Trotting is racing in Delaware, coming off a little bit of sickness in the final, but she's going to be racing in Delaware on Jugette Day. Really excited about racing our girl. A little disappointed I didn't get her sister. She looked just like her, but $60,000 was a lot of money to pay for that filly, and it's all right. We paid $21 for this one. Be happy to race her on Jug Day. Harness AM is racing in the Keystone Classic next Saturday. She's going to be at the Meadows, so that'll be her last start of the year. We'll put her away after that. Havana Unana is off. She's in the field, I assume, now. Hometown Boys has been in the field for a bit. We're going to give him a little more time to chill out, heal up, grow up, and then we'll bring him back in. Inland Beach, she's got grassroots coming up this week, and then hopefully she can sneak into the semifinals. That'd be cool if we had 5 pacing fillies in the semifinals. Even cooler if we could get them all into the final, but it'd be nice. We'll just start with 1, but it'd be nice to have all 5 in the semifinal eliminations. Jailhouse Masters is about to go out to the field. He had a line in his foot that we've been taking care of. I think what the vet said was another week or 10 days in the stall, re-x-ray, and then he's out in the field for the remainder of the fall. Probably won't bring him back until the first part of January. Johan is back jogging now. We'll jog him for about 3, 4, 5 weeks, and then we'll get that lag rescan to see how it's coming. But I've been very happy with what I've seen from Johan since he returned to the track. Just for me and you, broker maiden the other day, I think 57-2 if I'm not mistaken, or 58, something like that. Yeah. A good mark for her though, which was happy. It's bittersweet because we know she was good all year, just always had bad luck, this filly, but she got it done the other day at the Meadows. Knocked down, drag out, had her up to the vet, found a few little spots that were curious on her. We made some significant changes to her headgear, a few little shoeing changes, a lot going on. One of our clients had messaged and said, why don't we just shut her down? We can. She's sharp. She's not tired. She's feeling great. She's just not putting it all together right now. So obviously shutting her down is an option. Not one that I'm ready to explore just yet. And that's not because I'm greedy. I don't own any of her. Very small amount of her. It's not because I am stubborn. If it's time to shut them down, it's time to shut them down. And I fought for a lot of horses to be shut down that we did over the last 3 weeks. But in this case, I think this filly still has a lot to offer. And I think she's now, with her proper headgear on her, really, the fighting and stubbornness will dissipate, I believe, over the next 2 weeks. And then we'll see what we have with her. What's wrong, honey? I talked about brush cut. Libero Hanover is going to race in the non-winners of 2, and then we're going to try the sail route again with On Gate. No real, there's nothing wrong with the colt. There's no real reason to get rid of him other than I think he's a nice colt, but I don't know if he's going to be a top-tier stake colt next year, and the people that own him are looking for that type of horse. So obviously, given the 3 people own a very large, sizable share of this horse, and they've decided that they would like to explore a sale route, I don't imagine anybody out under the owners are going to object. So we're probably looking at racing him in the non-winners of 3, I guess, which looks tough, and then selling him on gate. What else do we got? Marzank Hanover was 8th the other night, but paced 55 at a piece. Phil got in some traffic with her, and we really just want to race that filly 3, 4, 5 more times and then shut her down. I think she's going to be a really nice 3-year-old. Shows lots of speed, lots of determination, and is overcoming a lot to get here. Really happy with Marzank Hanover thus far. Miss Brampton Beast was 2nd, kind of a weak 2nd the other night, right? She should have attacked a little more the last quarter of a mile. I'll go with her this week, put her in a situation to pass horses quickly, just to remind her that she can and should do that on a regular basis. And I think you'll see a little bit improved, some improvement in Miss Brampton Beast for her next race. Miss Mischief Maker is going to remain out in the field with a bottle of red until later in the fall. We'll bring her in and start her back up. Muscle Chrome also has gone out for the season. Nancy Allison has gone out for the season. Need Your Opinion made a little costly and unfortunate break at Grand River. The veterinarian found that again her coffin joints were bothering her quite a bit. We're going to have to make some shoeing changes with her, but she's going to be racing at Mohawk next week. She's sitting 14th or 15th or 16th or whatever, 17th on the list of grassroots participants. But I think this is a filly that could easily win the entire grassroots division at the end. So she's got another elimination, and then finally the grassroots semifinals and finals. She's got at least 3 stakes left, and I think she'll make the most of it now that we know we have to really, really work hard to address those feet issues on her. Olympic Hopeful hasn't had the greatest summer. It didn't race good again the other day. I know a lot of the clients think she's a big client, or big client. She's a big filly, growthy, and needs some time to mature. I acquired a lot of shares of her the other day just because somebody wanted out on her. And at the end of the day, I trust Angie and Rob. If they say she needs time and they say they think she can be a nice 3-year-old, great. I can sell my shares or keep them. It really doesn't matter to me. But we will get Olympic Hopeful going at some point, I would suspect. She doesn't have a great 2-year-old year. That's okay. She's a big, giant filly. Hopefully she'll come back better at 3. Overdue Mission. She's going to race on Jugette Day, which is next Wednesday. Jason trained her this morning. Said he thought her one foot was bothering her a little bit. That was going to come and look at her, but I suspect she's had a great year. She's tough. She'll bounce back well. Path of Totality. We're teetering on racing her maybe once more in the non-winners of 2. She made a break, a very untimely and costly break in the consolation in the Poconos the other day. If she feels good, I think we can race her once more, but that would be Tim's call, and I'm going to talk to him more about it. I saw him yesterday, but I'm going to talk to him more about it over the coming days. Really, Blue Chips racing tonight. We're on our way there right now to race her in the final for the New York Sires. I got the 7-hole. Blake McIntosh got the rail with Hushby, so I wish him luck too. We get the 5-hole, not 7-hole. And really, Blue Chip we're hopeful that she can maybe grab a small check in there. Would be a good day for us and for her. Rooney Blue Chip, he'll stay out for a little bit. We'll bring him back probably November, December, start him back up. He was just a big, gangly, growthy colt. Just needed a little bit of time. We were happy to give it to him. Rose Run Valiant, he's racing Wednesday on Jugette Day. Trotted in 58 and a piece on a half-mile track his last start. This colt's starting to show some of the signs I wanted to see, but as I said, I'm going to stick my neck out a little bit here and say this is going to be a nice 3-year-old trotting colt. Rose Run Versatile had a long year. She's going to get a long layoff. I'm going to give her a nice 3 months off, let her grow up, fatten up. We're going to bring her back very late in the fall. She had nothing to prove. It's unfortunate she didn't get a 2-year-old mark, but just a really, really nice filly to be around, and I've been very, very happy with her so far. Sebastian Yu, another horse, didn't make a lot of money that I was very, very happy with. He did take a very good lifetime mark as a 2-year-old, but I think he's got lots to offer at 3. His last 3 starts were much more matured, much smarter. He showed a presence that I hadn't seen all year. That's what I wanted to see from him. He's out now until later in the fall. We'll bring him back in. Sometimes things happen. He's going to race in Delaware on Wednesday. I want to get him back to the 5/8. I'd like to see him get some points in Delaware and then make the grassroots final if he could. The only time he's ever raced on a 5/8, he was a winner. So hopefully we can get him back to the 5/8 for the grassroots final. That would be great. Spend that money. He's out in the field. We're going to give her lots of time off. Hopefully she can come back and do some damage as a 3-year-old. There's no reason she can't. Obviously, we're concerned with the allergies and the amount that it bothered her this year. We'll see what we can do next year. Stake season starts before our allergy season. Hopefully, we can get her through. You look at a horse like West 52nd, it really bothered him. And a horse like Yes, it didn't really bother him at all. So hopefully, we'll see how she comes back as a 3-year-old. But obviously, had nothing to prove as far as talent. 58 mark as a 3-year-old, 2-year-old, 40,000 made. Certainly nothing to sneeze at there. Spirit of Dio, another filly that showed tremendous talent all year. She put 28,000 away. She's going to race in the maiden on Monday night. That'll be her last start of 2019. Lots of hopes laying on this filly for her 2020 season. She has got the world by the arse right now. Very nice filly, showing a ton of speed. Really interested to see how she's going to come back at 3. Sunshine and Shade qualified great. I thought he won the qualifier the other day. He got beat at the wire, but 57 last quarter and 27. He's going to race in a maiden. I suspect Thursday night will be his first lifetime start for James in Mohawk. Susie K qualified in 2-1, qualified well the other day. She's heading to Delaware on Jugette Day, deservedly so. She's been a nice little filly for us all year. And a lot of people said you should have sold her. Maybe you're right. I could have, I suppose. I have a real hard time letting go of horses that try hard and love their work. And few horses in the burn have overcome as much and worked as hard and tried as hard as Susie K did all year. So it's not like she owes us a ton of money. We gave nothing for her. She made $9,000 or $10,000. It'd be great to see her put a couple of dollars away and then put her away for the season also. Watch Av. James is certain this horse is a nice horse. I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen him in any of his 3 starts look like the horse James professes he is. James doesn't have a dog in this fight. He qualified him. He schooled him. He said, Anthony, this is a nice horse. I said, fine. He can go to Mohawk then. You can race him at Mohawk, and we can see what kind of a nice horse he is. And then you can prove to me that he belongs in the stable. I haven't had a chance to go with him recently, so I can't protest to that. But James professed that, but James has. So he says we should race him 2 or 3 more times and turn him out for the season. Let's see. Prove it. I want to see a mark on this horse. I want to see a couple of good lines on him. I want to see the horse that you say you see, James. Wiggle Delight, certainly the horse we were looking for was at Grand River. What a mile she went out of the 7-hole, flying on the end of it, 55 and a piece. An impressive mile from an impressively bred filly that we had high hopes for. Still lots of stakes left for her. I'm really, really happy with Wiggle Delight. Willpower Fashion, he's done for the year. You still got another mile. You're going to turn left onto North. Yep. Willpower Fashion still didn't take a 2-year-old mark. That was upsetting because he worked so hard at it, but I suspect he'll be a nice 3-year-old. I love Willpower Fashion. I own a big chunk of him, and I know my partners that own him have always been happy with Will. Tough year not taking a mark, but he put a couple of dollars away, I guess, and then we'll see how he comes back at 3. Zeb Sunshine, we gelded him and turned him out. He is done for the season. I suspect he's going to come back very strong at 3. There's no reason to believe he wouldn't. His entire family has tons of speed. So that's it. I'll play it alone? You know what, honey? You might be right. Amy said I missed I'll play it alone. I've talked to our clients about I'll play it alone. My apologies. I'll play it alone. If I did miss him, we're planning on getting him in to go. Yeah, I said that I was not racing him in the non-winners of 2, and I won't. No, you could be right. I'm not racing him in the non-winners of 2. It's too tough. Oliver, it's too tough, and there is absolutely no reason to do that to that colt. I know everybody wants to see a better version, a smarter, stronger version of the horse that showed up at the Meadows. might take a little time. I trained him the other day. I was happy with him. Sure, I was a little pissed off when I got beaten in the maiden. No, that happens. Earmuffs. That happens a little bit, but I saw a much smarter horse. He had some mucus, had some stuff. I trained him the other day. He looked great training. He is going to be a little short if we can't get a schooler into him. Maybe I'll school him on Tuesday and we'll see how he goes. But I'll play it alone. I'm looking to race him once or twice more, and then we'll put him away for the season. Anyway, that's all the horses, even the ones that I might have missed, I believe. And we'll get through the stables here in a little bit, get you guys on your way. A lot went on this week. Weekend, exciting weekend, still a lot to come. A lot going on. It just seems like there always is, isn't there, at the stable? Talk to you guys in a bit.